I'm gonna give this a minute for people to see if a notification goes out, to see if anybody comes in. Um, whoa. You're gonna have to excuse my sloppy bun. Hell, you have to excuse my sloppy appearance. I'm still in my pajamas. I feel like my boobs are lopsided and stuff. Hey, peanutters. Hey, Miss Wick. Yes, I'm shaking my head at all of last night. Hey, Mama of Six. So, before we get started, because this is going to be a super simple face today, because I don't have the wherewithal to do a whole bunch of makeup. I'm on a time crunch. The boop is currently taking a nap. I'm in my pajamas still. Listen. I ain't been a full time mama in a minute. So, listen, the fact that I even have clothes on that's not stained and stuff is spilled on, I take a shower and put on more pajamas. I didn't even put on a bra. Listen, it's been a lot. So, I'm going to give y'all a little personal update about what's going on with me and how content will be pushed out on my channel this week. No problem, Mama Six. I'll fill you in, baby. So firstly, I need to deal with what's going on with me personally, and then we'll jump into G status. So I think y'all all know that baby girl got sick. Scooter Boop's mama. She went on vacation a couple weeks ago, weekend before last week, not this weekend, but the weekend before. She came home and she wasn't feeling good, and so her asthma was acting up real bad, and she went to the emergency room and they said she had pneumonia, and they sent her home. They sent her home with some medication, and she wasn't home a good 24 hours before we had to call 911 to come get her because her breathing was so bad, her asthma was so bad she could not walk from her bed to the bathroom without having an asthma triggering an asthma attack. So we had to call 911. It took them 20 minutes to get her from the house to the ambulance to get her to the hospital because they didn't really want to try and bring the stretcher down a flight of stairs, then up a flight of stairs, and then take her back down a flight of stairs and up a flight of stairs. So they tried to get her to walk, and it took 20 minutes to get her from this door out to the ambulance. But they finally got her out there and they went to the emergency room. When she went the first time to the ER, they tested her for COVID, and she tested negative. They tested her again. She tested negative. They tested her a third time and she tested positive. So she has been diagnosed with having COVID and pneumonia at the same time. So it's in both of her lungs, and she was moved to the ICU. That's where she is currently, but I'm gonna get there. So I have been keeping in touch with her on FaceTime. Of course, I have Scooter Boop here with me. She they had her on an oxygen mask. They did not put her on a ventilator. And so they've been treating aggressively they've been treating everything aggressively. They've actually diagnosed her with having diabetes as well. So last night, they were having some conversations about if they could not get her asthma under control, about airlifting her to Chapel Hill. Thank you, Sherrod. So in doing that, my entire family and extended family has been bombarding heaven on her behalf. As of when Really B, the reason why I wasn't able to have Really B send me the link is, one, I had Scooter Boop and I was trying to get him down for his nap, and two, I was fielding calls from the hospital and the hospital staff. I talked to the ICU doctor, and then I talked to her main doctor. Um, they have canceled putting her to having to airlift her. She's improved enough where they have cut the amount of oxygen from 6 liters to 3 liters. He says that they just said that both doctors are saying she's looking a lot better. She's starting to improve, and they are moving her from ICU to a regular room today, with plans to, if she keeps improving at the rate that she's improving, to discharge her from the hospital altogether in a day or two. So that is where I am at. It's been a roller coaster of a morning and a day. Um, you know, this is always a sensitive time of the year for me. And then listen, not a crybaby, but this is always a sensitive time of the year for me. And I don't really think I have pressed upon or said, I don't think I've ever said or ever let anyone know that Scooter is the splitting image of my son who I lost, Isaiah. So, you know, listen, this is the time of year we're coming up on the anniversary of his passing. In the next couple weeks, it's in September. So around this time of year, I'm always sensitive. And, I've just been talking to the Lord. Listen, I can't do this. I can't do this again. Listen, I can't. I can't do this. I can't do this again. I'm gonna need you to do something. You've made me some promises. Okay. Um. Thank you, Eco Man. So, thank God there has been improvement, and they're talking about her coming home. Possibly, she may have to bring an oxygen tank home for a little while. And I don't care. And that's fine. That's fine. I'll do whatever. We'll take care of whatever. But that is where I am personally. So if I seem a little scatterbrained this week, if the content doesn't come out like it's supposed to this week, I have a lot personally on my plate. So, thank you, Shribu. Listen, like it's like right up to here and it's choking me. But my mama ain't raised no punk bitch, so okay. And I'm also trying to work at the same time. So what are you talking about, sir? All right, so I was able to watch. I watched it twice last night. Once time. No, okay. Give back the order so I can live. How you gonna ask me something and then you still in the fucking order, you jackass? I love y'all too. So, my bun is messy. My bedroom looks like a disaster because pretty much me and me and Scooter have been pretty much in my bedroom all weekend. My oldest daughter is coming over today. Her and her fiance, they're gonna take all the trash out for me so that I can sanitize the house, so I can at least open the door so Scooter can have some space to tear up, not just my bedroom. Okay, hold on. I gotta figure out how to do this because I'm on my iPad, Sherrod, and not my computer. Hold on. I'll figure it out. I don't know how to do this. Jesus. Hold on. I'm just pressing buttons. Hold on. How do will it not let me add a comment? Why can't I add a comment? That's stupid. Why won't it let me listen? Oh, wait, maybe it'll let me reply. Nope. Okay. All right. Okay. Listen. I don't know. It won't let me. It won't let me comment to drop the link. I don't know why. Huh. Okay. Hold on. Post. Okay, there it is. Okay. Ooh, child, this is a lot. Okay, there. Okay, I figured it out. Listen, I'm not that slow. Jesus. So, um, about the episode last night. Um, okay. I got it. All right, hold on. Oh, Jesus, give me 30 seconds because I got to do some actual work, my actual job. Like, people, don't you know I'm on YouTube and I got bigger fish to fry than playing with y'all in this work that you actually pay me for? Jesus. Okay. Listen, I have been fielding call. That's the one thing about, being a point person when something major goes down in your family. I am not a people person. I don't like people. I don't like talking to people. Hey Joshua, welcome to the Fulala. Listen, normally it's not this dramatical or you know, but life happens sometimes. And so I was just giving everybody an update of what's actually happening to me. So nobody cuss me out. Because it may take me a minute to get my P Valley because I got to rewatch it. Because every time I watch it, it gets to the same spot, and then Scooter Booth wants to do something crazy, and then I miss what was said. I still ain't watched the last 15 minutes of it because every time I get to that point, well, yeah, okay. So we going talk. Oh wait, hold on. Here this baby go. Hold on. Hold on.
Hello.
Hey, sugar.
Hey, see what you doing?
Um, pretending to work.
I know you was having a moment. I didn't want to interrupt, but I don't know. Like, I just feel like I need to just connect with somebody emotionally right now because it's a lot going on with me too. So, just know that you're not alone. You know what I'm saying? And besides the shows and YouTube platforms and what we do, like we're human, and that's the number one thing that I want people to forget. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said if you got to cry, I will cry with you. But I definitely just want to say, um, I appreciate you for this time that you've been following the show, blogging, just showing love, critiques, all that. I don't take nothing personal. And, you there for the show. So at least I want to be here for you, whether if it's in prayer, whatever. And yeah.
Okay, let me tell this man so he'll leave me alone. The order's been released. Go on somewhere and stop worrying me.
Right, we having a moment here.
For real, sir. Okay, so
Right.
okay. Listen, I'm gonna get my feelings back in check. Okay, so I have a question for you
Yes.
before we jump into the delicious shit, because that's
Well,
gonna
see,
that's
I,
gonna
I
take
really, I
that's gonna
don't
take
really
a minute.
know how to speak on that because, I don't fight her battles. And I feel like the situations kind of, even though those are her situations, but like I'm your bro and I'm close to you and I'm getting hit with your boomerangs. So I don't know. My headspace right now, I can't deal with that.
I listen. I understand. Listen, I listen. I don't understand. Okay, so here's my questions. Let's deal with the stuff that we can't talk about that has to do with you. That
Okay.
conversation that you had with Lando.
Everything got cut out. Now let me say, we was at that restaurant by not Mall of America, but it was some mall that was like a hour away. And we was at that restaurant for a long time. So all the conversation, it may seem like it was like out of order, because it was. We was there
Mm-hmm.
for a fucking long time, and we had a show that day
Okay, so why does Lando think that you were the sole topic of conversation at this barbecue? Because that's
because it
not
was
what
stuff
was.
because it was stuff that y'all didn't see.
Okay. Because
So I guess because
that caused a lot of confusion because we was all like, wait, they didn't even mention Sherrod. And even when there was the conversation about between the argument between Brandon and Argyle and Charlie, you still wasn't the nucleus of that whole conversation. So why
right.
did
I mean, even though Charlie was the first one to say out of his mouth, Sherrod brought you up, girl. That is Sherrod. And it's like, really? Y'all asked me what happened, and I told you what happened. It ain't like I was just like, ooh, let me tell you, Brandon Carson. That's not how it came out. And me and his conversation that we need to have is totally different and it's very personal because at the hibachi, when all that shit went down and he was leaving and I was leaving, he said, I'm gonna reach out to you personally because we have a serious issue. I said, cool. I ain't never heard from that boy ever since. So for him to get on y'all platform and dog me out the way that he did, it was unnecessary. I mean, yeah, you could talk your shit, talk your shit, your shots or whatever, but don't ever come for my mental health because last time somebody came for my physical health and put some shit out there. Don't ever say that I'm schizo and don't do that. And I'm pretty sure it was a whole bunch of other stuff, but really, I can let that shit go because I'm never gonna get an honest answer or shit out of him. But Lando, I think in this moment, because he was still new, he just, in his eyes, it didn't feel like nobody had my back, and I couldn't trust nobody.
okay. Okay.
What are
Okay.
your
Well,
thoughts?
my question is because I have an issue with I do have an issue with production right now because if why would you lead with one narrative and then the next week about
Have
the
the same
same
thing,
thing there's a completely different narrative and now your audience is looking confused as to what the hell is going on
right?
and I've had a small issue with production
To answer that in the
since they tried to
best way
call us
possible,
liars. So
no, and it's not even that. Y'all just confused. Shit, I'm confused too. But because I know how production is moving this year, which is really weird to me, um, everything is about a conversation. But little do production know, this group don't know how to have conversations. Okay? All we know how to do is just talk our shit and fight. Some of us, whatever. Or call the cops. Anyways, so basically everything is about open dialogue, open conversation. So I think they did that not to necessarily, you know, be shady or anything like that. However, they knew that it was going to be yet again a serious topic, so they wanted to leave that open for discussion and for the person who did it yet again to explain and justify. And I was like, oh, okay.
okay, so here's my question. Delicious is your friend,
Hmm.
and have you okay? One, were you aware of what she said to what's the baby's face, Redrick, about the lynching comment? Were you aware that that was coming up?
No, because of course, I was there, but I was talking to my little Snicker bar, but I didn't know what that conversation was about. And um, to be truthful and honest, I'm gonna be 100 with you. Can I keep it a buck with
Absolutely.
you? You hear me clear?
Mm-hmm.
So, what's today? Today is Monday. I got a
Mm-hmm.
call from her. I want to say early Saturday morning. And she asked me, she said, uh, I feel like she should be saying this, but that's my sister. I'm gonna have her back as much as I can. She asked me. She said, "What's the real or true definition of lynch?" I said, "Girl, do you know what time it is? It's like 5 in the morning. Why are you asking me this question?" Like I was like, "You literally woke me up to ask me that." And she was like, "No, I'm dead. I'm dead ass serious." I said, "Well, lynch is a bad terminology of hanging us African Americans. It was used by white supremacy, and it's not a good look, and it's not a good thing to say." I said, "Why?" She said, "Because I said it." I said, "Who'd you say that to or about?" I said, "It must have been referencing Charlie in some way, shape, or form," and it was that. So I said, "Okay, well, tell Ja or production that you know you want to redo confessional or whatever you got to do, so they won't have you looking crazy and putting you out there like that because that's not cool. It's not because you already had the nigga situation. You don't want another one in the following week. So that's two in 2 weeks that you got to deal with." And we was just going back and forth with that, and she was just like, I literally cried, like I cried for so long because I really and truly, honestly, did not know what that meant. And so, and I didn't want to like kick her while she was down or having a moment, because I'm like, I would never say anything if I don't know the meaning of it, and I'm just gonna be honest. Just like people make up words that they can't even fucking spell on this show, but that's a different story. But um, yes, but definitely that was the situation, and she tried as much as possible. She tried as much as possible to get that taken down or not shown before it aired because she was just getting out of turmoil from using the N word. So now the threats and the mail and stuff has gotten worse because now you got people trying to cancel her. Hashtag cancel delicious. Hashtag this, that. And it's like, I don't want to see my friend, my sis hurting. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
don't. At the same time, I can't fight her battles. She's strong enough to do it herself, and I told her that. But as of
Okay.
right now, I told her, I said, "Bitch, do not go on social media for at least 2 weeks."
Okay, so here's my thing, and I would almost shoot her some bail, except if you did not know what that word meant. How did you even know that you were using it correctly? And she used it in the correct in the.
I think where she was coming from, she didn't clearly she wasn't thinking clearly as far as like, in that moment for saying that. However, she not a racist and she not these things that people making her out to be. However, I can only defend so much in her behalf because she's saying the shit, and it's like, so I don't know. It puts me in a fucked up position because I woke up to so many messages and DMs and what you gonna do? You friends with her, so that means you feel the same way, and it's just like,
Right. Unfortunately, birds of a feather tend to flock together. That is
if
the
I hear that
same,
word
and
one more time,
it's the same for a reason. Um, it's a lot of like mindedness. And I'm sorry. As much as I love Delicious, there is no way that you didn't know what that word meant in regards to Black people. It's no way. It's no way. You can't tell me that you live in Atlanta and not know what the word lynch means to Black people. They're lynching people right now. They are finding Black men hanging from trees right now. Talk about they committed suicide. They didn't. Okay.
nope, we're not gonna get you emotional. Don't do it to me. Don't do it.
Listen. Listen.
We just gonna. I'm definitely.
Listen.
I'm not
She.
against you in any way. Y'all feel how y'all supposed to feel. I do. I feel some. Do I feel some way about it? I'm gonna honestly say I don't, only because I know who it was directed towards and what it was, what angle, and why. However, it just made it even worse. And that's what I'm worried about because um she is well known now. She is, this person she's becoming. However, now you got people trying to cancel you, and it's just not good. And then I even thought about the show because it's like this is a platform that I helped build too, and I don't want people to think that we allow this because we don't. Granted, people say whatever the fuck they gonna say, but we have a choice of if we're gonna use it or not or put it in there. Period. Point blank.
Exactly. So here's my thing. So, um, you have freedom of speech. You can say pretty much whatever you want, but freedom of speech does not come with freedom of consequences. And unfortunately, she's gonna have to eat the consequences for saying what she said. And that's just the beginning and the end of it. That is what I
You know,
tried to tell her last week when she came on, and she apologized for saying the N word and then immediately said the N word again. I tried to warn her beforehand. Let me be very clear. What flies in your personal circle as you become more well known or famous or more people become aware of you, everybody is not your inner circle. You can't say what's cool with your inner circle is not going to be cool with
cool with
everybody
everybody else.
with everybody else. Just like I told her, she can say it around her other black friends, that might be cute, and she can say nigga and whatever, and they be
Right.
cool with it. But let me be very clear, you cannot be in my presence and the N-word come out your mouth, because the consequences for it you're not going to like.
Right.
You just not. It's not gonna be cute, it's not gonna be funny. You can end up hurt, beat up. Listen, they are people already very trigger happy and dismissive of trans lives as it is.
Yeah.
So you saying crazy stuff out your mouth
Yeah.
like you with your people and thinking it's gonna be okay, you're gonna end up hurt. Hurt is going to be your hurt feelings are going to be the very least of what happens to you.
And
That could get
I'm
you that could get you killed. I listen, trans people are getting killed for going to the grocery store. You can't be
yeah,
out
for
here
just
saying
walking
crazy
outside.
shit. You can't be out here with these words in your mouth that you know
Right.
are triggering to people. Somebody's going to do something to you, and
And
you need to be
it's
cognizant of that. Listen, Jesus.
it's a sad time right now because one of what's going on in the world, COVID alone. Two, the bullshit that happened, the protests and the killings, all that. But with her alone, she's dealing with a lot. So I know this is definitely, if the nigga didn't break her, this definitely is gonna break her. And I know what it feels like to self-destruct. I know what it feels like to just be just at the worst. And I just don't think that, I don't know. I don't think she can come back from this, honestly.
Listen, the best way to show that you are sorry is change behavior. You can't. That's the only way.
Right,
That's the only apology that we can that I'm willing to accept is change
right.
behavior. It can't
And
just
and I
be,
will
oh, I'm
say,
sorry, I won't do this again. I have to see you not doing it again.
but I will say this though. However, yes, we only 5 episodes in, but I feel like everybody this season has their moment, and it just so happened that Delicious Bad Moments was first, and it's okay because she can now justify and clear all this shit up, just like I'm gonna have to do at one point, just like anybody else. So it's not all bad because she does do shit on here. It's not just drama and all this other shit that y'all seeing. It's gonna get better, but I need y'all to stick around to see it because if y'all don't, I'm gonna be sad if y'all go. And
Right.
and I'm personally, did nobody ask me to do this? Did nobody? I'm personally saying I wish everybody was on here because I would say for the sake of me, Can y'all please just give it a little thought? Just a slow maybe as opposed to a quick no. Because I love the support that y'all give us. I do. And, you know, if y'all don't give it to us, we wouldn't be nothing.
I understand. I can't speak on behalf of the Justice League. I can only speak for myself. I haven't made a decision one way or the other what I'm going to do as of right now, but that's only because I have a bunch of other personal stuff going on right
Right.
now that trumps whatever's happening on this particular show. But here's what I know. If they decide to pull their support from this show because of what has happened up until now, then I stand 100% behind them and support them 100% in their decision to do so.
Right. And I would not knock you for that. I can't knock you because I'm getting emotional because like people just I don't know, like people just don't know, man. Like we can say so much about like, oh, if I would do that different, if I was on here, da 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 da. But when you're actually on it and you're living it and you're doing it, it's not as easy as people think it is. So me just coming from first season and how I've grown and adapted and changed, these are newbies. You see what I'm saying? So they got to go through the bullshit. But
Absolutely.
it's uh, it's just unfortunate that you know she's
It's
transgender.
right.
She's not African American, and it's just like all negatives right now. So I'm just hoping that it's something that's just gonna steer y'all like, okay, you know what? We was lost, but we got this. But like I said, whatever y'all choose, I'm still with y'all, still fuck with y'all, support y'all, ride or die. I'm still gonna be coming in y'all inbox if something happens to me. And I just want to stay connected because I gotta tell you, like, I don't know, like, just the other day, like, I thought about killing myself.
Wait, pause. We're not gonna run past that like you didn't just say that. I'm sorry. Excuse me. And why did you feel like? Okay, let me gird my loins. What was going on with you?
Just and now I don't even want to talk about it on the show because the show is already negative. So I was gonna speak about, I don't know, but it's just like you know I witnessed my first stage of depression last year,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't know what it was, and I was just having these thoughts and doing stuff. Oh,
Okay, so here's my question.
I
I'm
just
a,
I just
I'm
see
I'm
my
a big
life.
advocate. I'm a big advocate in prayer and talking to the Lord. However, I'm also a big advocate in sitting on somebody's sofa who's qualified. You need to. I don't know if you need to go through talk space. I don't know what kind of insurance you
Well, no,
got
no,
going on.
I'm going to a counselor or a therapist.
Okay.
I see them virtually.
Okay.
Twice a week. I just started last week. However, because I don't know who to trust, I don't have family here. Um, I had a situation at the club on Friday, and I was with one of my best friends, or one of my closest friends, and I just felt like they didn't have my back if something did was to go down. And it's just
Mm-hmm.
like, so it's that fear of just being alone by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, uh, all I have is just my hello. You know that? Oh
I'm here.
no.
I'm
Okay.
here. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah. So this is like all I have is just like my career that I'm still trying to make A1 during this COVID. And thank God, I'm filming in a few weeks, but it's like every time I think about doing something or the wrong thing, I think about the positive stuff that I'm doing. or have done, and just what would my family do or say, or what I'm saying, like they probably would have stopped me from even doing it. So it's just like I was just one of those people that never thought that I would be going through a case of that. But depression is definitely a serious thing, and whenever I get in that headspace, it's just not a good look.
No.
So I'm glad that I admitted it to myself that hey, I need help. Two, it took me a minute, but I actually went to go get help. So now it's just working through the process. But you can't tell everybody certain stuff because I know for me, I just can't trust everybody because people who I have trusted turn on me, use me, whatever, and it's just like it's not fair. Why it's just not fair? Because I'm not perfect, but I'm good to the ones I love. I'm a good person, period. And
It's
people just that's why on the show when they make these drug comments and even me, I got mad when I said it about four. But it was just like, stop doing that. That's not a read to me. Because that person could be really dealing with something serious. And you
right.
just trying to get it for jokes and laughs. So it's I don't know. And then with all the deaths and the COVID, it's just like it's easy to flip. And
You're
I don't know
right.
if I told you, it was just like at one point, like I quit season 2 and we weren't even done because I was just, I can't do this. I can't show up to set with people who don't mean me no good. I don't get along with, and it's always negative. This is not good for my mental. But I couldn't say too much at the time because I didn't want people in my business. So yeah, that's what I'm going through. I can't believe I just said that online.
Well, it's good to acknowledge it. There is no stigma in understanding. That's grown man shit. When you understand that you have an issue and then you do something to address it, that's just when you on your grown man shit. And as your auntie, I'm very proud of you for you understanding, you know, I'm going through some stuff and I need to figure it out. And going, knowing, having the wherewithal to know that you need help figuring out how to get you on the other side of this.
Dude, like, cause I mean I'm
And
strong,
of
but
course,
damn.
it's not gonna be, oh, it's not gonna be a overnight thing. It's absolutely not gonna be
Mhm.
overnight. It is a process, but you know that it's a process going into it, and not expecting, oh, I just talked to the lady one time and then poof, I'm good. That's not how it works.
I have to be consistent and
Absolutely.
still continue to do it. And it's just I when I'm because I actually meet tonight actually at 7. And so I think today we're going to talk about what to do in that moment when I'm feeling that way, not to go back to those bad habits. So we're trying to figure out like what's a positive coping mechanism.
Absolutely.
And my homework, like one of the things I came up with was I need to get back in the dance studio.
Yes.
I need to. I really do. And that was definitely solve 85%.
Mhm.
However, when I've been gone away from that for so long, it's like a baby. You feel like a baby all over. You got to learn how to walk. So
Yeah,
yeah,
but that's a muscle, and your muscles don't ever really forget that information. So it just takes like a couple times, and you'll be back to where you left off. It's a muscle memory. You'll get back to that.
but
It's just getting back into it, to getting back to your happy
indoors,
place.
right? Yeah, because I tell you, we gonna need a few drinks.
Oh,
But
we don't need all the
definitely,
drinks.
I just I'm gonna be praying for you and your situation, and everything's gonna work out. And I'm a go. I have to go on live. Just something I'm gonna do one time only, and just give my thoughts. Call it a day. So I ain't gotta talk about this shit no more. But definitely just gonna be working on myself. Um,
That's right.
cause
You're your number one priority. Choose
yeah,
you.
cause I want to make sure my mental is right for these upcoming episodes. That's really gonna be
Oh,
dealing with me. Right.
oh Lord.
Yeah. So because if if this is how they're making delicious look now, and I'm season two returning, I can just imagine mine's either gonna be worse or it's just gonna be all over the place. So I have to make sure I'm mentally prepared to handle comments, the negativity, and that I can go on my platform and set the record straight in a
Absolutely.
positive way.
Okay, sure. Stay right there because I'm going to drop out and I have to go out and come back in because I got a phone call and it knocked my camera offline. So
Oh shit.
stay right there.
Okay.
Don't move. You don't
I'm
move.
is. I'm is.
Okay.
Oh, and we're back.
Okay, there I go. All right, here we go.
Yes.
We're cooking with gas. Okay.
We cooking with gas, okay? And not was never mind my joke, it was whack. I ain't gonna say it. Anywho, but no, I definitely just wanted to show you support and just speak my piece. And I really needed to talk to somebody. And you already said you a listener, you certified. So I said, look, don't get mad now when I bombard your inbox.
Don't worry about it. I got you. I got you.
Yes. So,
I'm a listener extraordinaire. That's what I do. That is
okay.
what I do. And trust me,
Well, hopefully,
there's nothing that you can say that's gonna shock me. That's gonna listen. I'm a mama down to the soles of my feet.
okay.
So you listen, there's nothing that you can say and or do that's going to now I'm gonna give you some tough love if you're going left. Now let me be very clear. I'm
And
gonna
you know
pull you
what?
back in.
I need that. And I think what's crazy is because some people were trying to do that, and I commend them for that. But even though it was tough love, it still was done in the wrong way. If that makes sense. Hopefully, I'm making some sense when I say that.
I
But
understand some people they're not with the positive reinforcements. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you together. Let me be very
yeah,
clear.
but it's just like don't constantly just tear me down, tear me down, tear me down, tear me down, tear me down. Like,
Without
okay,
building you up.
right, you could tear me down, but then can you rebuild that shit, please? Hello, that's why I'm coming to you for help. I can't build it myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know, but I'm glad
I
that I
get
can
it.
open up to you and just feel comfortable. And you know, I had to cross this point sometime in my life, but I think
Absolutely.
because I'm supposed to be, like you said, you didn't want to cry or whatever because you're supposed to be so strong that, like, and I feel like I had to change from being just mild or just, I don't know. I don't even know what to call it because I used to cry all the time. I didn't have a problem with it. I used to cry so I can get it out, my emotions, my feelings. But now I just feel like I keep stuff balled inside so much because I just have to be strong and it can bother me, but not like that. When deep down, I just want to say boo hoo.
I,
Like, I just want to just go in
right.
and see.
Like I have
Like,
feelings. I hurt too.
yeah,
It's I understand wholeheartedly.
I
That's
do.
why that's the people are saying check on your strong friends because no one ever checks to see if you're okay because you're always the one who you're the go-to person.
Checking
You can
everybody else.
always, right, you checking on everybody else. You always can handle all of the things.
Yeah.
Luckily, um, this time with my family, I've had listen. My
Mm-hmm.
circle is so small; it's a period. That's how big my circle is
A dot.
because I'm not that person. I'm a good listener and I'll listen to whatever you got to say and I'll give you some feedback if you need it or if you just want me to listen to you vent
Yeah.
and not say anything, I got that as well. It's just it's a lot
Right.
going on and you just sometimes you just need somebody to be like, are you okay?
Right. And
Sometimes
that's why I couldn't just sit in the comments like, and say, "Are you okay?" and write it. I wanted to physically make sure you could see me and say, "Hey, you're gonna be good." You know what I'm saying? You're not alone. Because I'm sure if it was in reverse, you'll probably do it for me. So
absolutely.
I definitely, I don't know. When you just know, you know.
Absolutely. Because you're not that far. Listen, I have access to a vehicle. I listen. Ain't nothing for
Okay,
me to
now,
be like.
because last time y'all was here,
First of
it
all,
was hard.
we was only here for 20.
He was
We
only
was
here
there for
for a
less than
day.
24 hours. Don't do that. Don't do.
Okay,
You
okay.
have to blame the driver. I wasn't driving anything, so I blame really big. It's all her fault.
Child was quarantining anyway. I was in the house.
And listen, we was outside. We was outside for about a minute or two, and then we
I
took it
seen
on
y'all
back
at
to the
the.
room.
How was the winery? That looked so beautiful.
Oh God, it was so good. I have a bottle of the wine, my last bottle of the wine that I bought. About four
Really? How many
bottles.
you bought? Oh,
I
four.
bought four.
It was
It
that
was
good.
four different. I bought four. Well, I bought three of the red and one white. Listen,
Did y'all crush the grapes with y'all feet and stuff?
it's
Ain't
COVID
that what
out
they do?
here. Ain't no
Oh
baby.
yeah, that's right. I'm tripping.
That is a Lucille Ball episode.
I'm tripping.
And
I
what
got that from Basketball Wives. They said that's what they do at wineries.
the caucasity of that? No, we wasn't. No. Mm-mm. Not after I
I
had just
just
got a
asked you
pedicure.
that.
The Lord ain't
Okay.
confirmed that in my spirit. That's not my ministry. Mm-mm. No.
And
Mm-mm.
you in Georgia, so yeah, that's hella bad.
No, we weren't
Hmm.
in Georgia the whole time. And listen, we were only in Atlanta for one day. And then we went
Oh,
to Tennessee. That's where the winery was. The winery was in
oh, okay.
Tennessee.
See, I'm thinking y'all was just here the whole time.
No, we came. We came. We saw El Teddy. We went to dinner. We went to brunch the next morning, and then we beat feet. We was
Start
gone.
out. Oof. Y'all
And
wasn't tired? I would have been. Shit. But you
listen,
didn't drive though.
I did not. Really B did all the navigation on this trip. She was the Lieutenant O'Hora of
Okay.
our whole situation.
Like I'm so nervous to go to Cali. Oh my God. Ugh.
Listen, you just take your universal precautions, wear your mask.
Yes, that's a fact. But I can't wear it when I'm filming.
No, but if you are going to film, then listen, I would sanitize the set. I don't trust them people. You don't know them.
Listen, I'm having a whole separate bag with extra everything, extra gloves, extra mask, extra
Air
hand
neutral.
sanitizer, extra lip balm, underwear because I got a few kissing scenes and shit, and I need to make sure.
Oh my lord. So
Yeah.
everybody is the production company testing everybody from on set for COVID before y'all
Well,
start?
I know this particular one is,
Okay.
but I can't speak for everybody else. Like I know we got tested for COVID for Raheem, and we getting
Okay.
tested before we leave for this one. But as far as everybody else, I don't want to speak on it. I don't want to say the wrong thing. But I'm just glad
Listen,
to be
I would make
working.
that a caveat in my contract. Listen, if y'all not tested for COVID, then I can't do it. Cause listen, this is not worth my life. Let
Okay.
me be very clear.
Hence the reunion. I said, so are we going to do like a virtual reunion? Are we going to be live, like with guest members? He's like, oh, for sure, we're going live. I said, oh, well, definitely they need to have their test results with them when they walk through that door.
First of all, they need to have somebody checking people's temperatures at the door.
Hmm.
Everybody should be required. If there's going to be media or an audience of any such sort, everybody needs to be wearing masks. Anybody who cannot social distance, they need
Don't
to
need to
set
be
up
there.
chairs like they did for Dave Chappelle's event, you and the person you came with, y'all already commingling, so y'all can sit together. But everything else is six. Those different groups are six. Like there's a bunch of precautions that need to be taken if it's going to be a
Yes.
live reunion.
And then too, like Atlanta, everything is still open. Pride is coming up. And so far it's on. They didn't cancel it. So I'm just like, y'all are really trying to kill people, huh? Because do you know how many gay people gonna be down here? A
whole
lot.
burnt trouble. A whole burnt
Thank you.
trouble.
And then there's gonna be no social nothing. Because everybody gonna be bumper to bumper.
The Lord
But
ain't confirmed none of that in my spirit. Listen, I love y'all, and I genuinely had plans that I was gonna try and make it down to the reunion, but y'all don't seem to be.
well, listen, I'm gonna make. I hope you come, or at least one of y'all from the Justice League.
Listen, I might be the only one still left fucking with y'all by the end of this. I don't know. We will see
Right,
what
and that's what I'm
happens.
saying. Like it started with that whole issue between KL and me and him had a talk because we both Libras, and we can't get ahead of ourselves sometimes, but we go back, we man up, we make the corrections, and that's why I was on there, but I left because I didn't know which way it was gonna go. So that's why I was like, "Be nice, y'all." But he told me everything was good. Y'all have an understanding now, so that's great
We gotta understand.
because knowing KL, he can pop off real quick if he hear or say something that he don't approve of. Trust me. And you stay doing your makeup. Where's your man at? How many men you got?
This week? Okay.
Yes, this week. Because last week it was Teddy, Freddie, Chucky, Jerome, Marcus, Marvin. That's 6 niggas.
First of all, Jerome is my brother, so he doesn't count. That's
But I
number
do be seeing
one.
I be seeing your what you call that thing? It's not Triller. What is it?
My TikTok.
TikTok. Yes. And see, I noticed that you do that to keep yourself in positive spirits. I cling on.
Yes, because otherwise I'd be done cussed like 50 people out, and nobody has time for that.
Yeah.
I
So
need listen. That's why I haven't reviewed KL the Fashioneers season
I haven't
because
even seen it. I
I
gotta
haven't seen it
review that
either.
too.
It was yet
I'm
another 2-hour premiere, and I was like, "Oh, the Lord didn't tell me nothing." Oh God.
I'm glad you said something because I got to talk about that shit too. But I'm gonna finish my work,
You do that.
hop in the shower. But
Keep it
I want to say
positive.
thank you
Anytime,
so much.
baby. You know I love
Like
you.
I feel better now that I've like opened up somebody other than my therapist. But you know what I'm saying? Like it just feels good or like something just lifted. Now I
Right.
just have to stay in that mode.
Absolutely. Stay in that mode. Stay going to therapy. You like your therapist so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's cool. Like when I say he be like, you want me to ask the question now? Because he just so like his ear is everything. Like
I
I'll be like,
love
am I
it.
talking too much? He be like, no, that's what I'm here for. Go ahead.
There's no such thing. No such thing. No
Well,
such
because it's
thing.
my first time, so I'm like, am I talking too much? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? He's like, no, you're not doing nothing wrong. Okay.
Absolutely.
So I definitely fuck with it. I recommend it for those who are watching this, or y'all gonna see it. But hey, if I can admit to it and I'm going to get help, you can too. It'll help you
Absolutely.
mentally,
There's nothing wrong with getting help.
physically, spiritually, yes. Because we think our friends and people in the church, no. Mm-mm. You need a non-biased person who you don't know that can just
Exactly.
keep it between, boom, you know. So, yes, ma'am. But I'm gonna get on out of here. Let you finish.
Okay, boo.
I'll stay
Thank
in
you
this
for
room.
coming on. I
No,
appreciate
no
you.
doubt.
If you need me, you know how to slide into my DMs. I'm always here.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm gonna slide in them because I gotta tell you what happened. So I'm
Okay.
definitely gonna slide, but I don't want to say it on the live. But go ahead.
Okay. All right, baby. Thank you
All
for
right.
coming on.
You welcome.
Okay, y'all. Listen. Y'all see I was trying to multitask at the same time. Well, this took a left turn. This is definitely not where I thought this was going. Always the come up producers shaded me for complaining about this in their live chat. Oh God. I hope so, Joshua. I don't think COVID gonna be gone. Y'all know I hate feelings. I think they're stupid. But we have them, unfortunately. And never be scared to ask for help. Never think it is weak to ask for help. Um, because that's simply not the case. Whew. The multitasking of it all, little baby. The multitasking of it all. And I got my eye on Scooter, who keeps moving. He's taking a nap, but he keeps moving around, and his head is almost hanging off the side of the bed. So I got my eye on him just in case I gotta lean over and catch him too. Y'all, when I said this was gonna be a basic face, I was not kidding. Okay, let me. Whew. Okay, y'all. All right. So, that's a lot. Again, I don't know what the hell. I haven't even decided. I haven't even thought about what I'm going to. Oh, thank you, Kedra. Baby, I appreciate you. Um, I haven't even decided what I'm going to do with G status just yet. Um, like I really am leaning. Listen, my this is going to count as my review of this episode of G Status ATL Hustle. um my question is, I have a question for like the production and Redrick. When when Delicious said to when Delicious said to Redrick that she could have him lynched, or why you want to bop that bitch in the face? I don't understand. Like I don't like. Maybe it's just me because I'm prone to violence. Maybe it's just me. Child, screw this town hall. Cause listen, the baby cut the computer off in the middle of it. They weren't talking about nothing. No way. I'm trying to get a better light source because the sun has disappeared behind some clouds. Like why did they choose to air it? Because they didn't have to. They didn't have to. They didn't have to. They didn't have to do that. That's my question. Are they right? She used it in the correct context. There was no confusion about what she meant when she said it. So, um, okay. I needed just a little bit more color. That's how I feel, Kedra. I felt like they knew they didn't have to. They tried to cover themselves by putting that disclaimer in the front and that performative Black Lives Matter video on the end. They thought that would cover them for the foolishness that they allowed. Because make no mistake, they allowed that. I feel like nobody is speaking to this girl the way she needs to be spoken to, so it is a deterrent, so she gets some sense about herself and understand it's inappropriate, it's disrespectful, it's liable to get your block knocked off. They used who? Cha, the disrespect. Now I'm looking at Ja crazy. I'm looking at KL crazy. I'm looking at Redrick like, because she said it to you. You the first line. Like this could have been a whole different conversation if Redrick had checked her immediately on the use of that word and maybe been like, yo, the fuck did you just say? And then there was a conversation and something of that nature could have happened, but they didn't even do that. They didn't even do that. I feel like people are placating her, like they scared of her or what she's gonna say or what she's gonna do. Um, y'all, when I said this was gonna be a simple face, Dre Simba, listen, Dre Simba knows that I love him with all the fibers of my being, and trust me, I have a lot of fibers. But here's what I'm not gonna do. I'm not doing that. We not swinging her no bail for them damn comments. Like, I don't wanna. You feel? Listen, like I want to talk to. I want to talk to Redrick. I really do. Like I want to understand how this girl was able to make that statement directly to your face in the correct context, and you didn't speak to it immediately. I don't understand. I don't know. I feel like they knew how incendiary the ending of the episode was, and that they couldn't leave it for 2 weeks. They couldn't leave it the way it is for 2 weeks because they knew. I believe with my whole heart And so that they knew they couldn't leave it the way it was for 2 weeks. You are correct, baby. You are correct, boy. That it's always some foolery. I feel like I missed side of my face. It's always some tomfoolery, some shenanigans, some something. Listen. You know, Auntie love the babies, but no ma'am, no Pam. No green eggs and ham. Listen. You said the whole show needs to be canceled. I thought there was another scene after Redrick and I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm dealing with a lot and stuff is running together on me. I don't know. Like you want to give people the benefit of the doubt, but one last week you was real free with this word, and then you double down on it this week with lynching somebody. You really said that you would have him lynched. You really said that. And then December and December was already on his thank you, Kedra Boo. I appreciate you. Oh, thank you, Mama Six. Listen, anytime anybody want to see me, send me anything, I am very appreciative. I don't care if it's $1. Hell, it's $1 more than I had before you sent it. I am always living with a spirit of gratefulness. You bullshit. If they're using her racist statements as cliffhangers, then they're intending to go to whatever lengths for rape. Well, you're not wrong, little baby. You are not wrong. I feel like my boob is lopsided. Something's going on. I guess I should have put on a bra. Y'all family, I know what it is. My titties is everywhere. Oh, now that's a bit much. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on, Hammer. Oh, hey, Markel. Listen, I don't get it. I don't understand. Listen. I don't understand December and the disrespect that he gave in this episode. Well, I'm tired. Like, I'm tired of foolishness. I'm tired of people playing in your face, trying to think you dumb. But bitch, we saw you. Right. And I said that last week. I absolutely said that last week. When Charlie said what he said last week, immediately, as he was walking away from the conversation, he was like, I should not have said that. I was wrong. Now, I'm going to take a poll because Delicious said in her interview with the boy, what his name is, Mikey, she said that she immediately apologized. Who saw her apologize? Show of hands. Put a 1 in the chat if you saw her apologize for using the F word. Like she said, she said, "Oh, I apologize immediately." Anyone? I can't stay, y'all. I cannot. I cannot. Now, production was great at showing when 4 was like, I don't know who threw that plate. Cut to him throwing a plate. I don't know. Remember stepping on, I didn't step on her face. Who stepped on her face? Cut to you saying, "Oh, girl, I'm sorry for stepping on your face. You should have just got out the way." Where the footage is at? Where the footage is at? We want Cardi B to this. Where the footage is? I want the footages now. Where the footage is at? She ain't gonna apologize a year later on your. She doesn't see herself as a white Mexican. She sees herself as black. That's why she doesn't see a problem with her comments. Well, that's unfortunate for her because she's not. So I don't give a damn how she sees herself. I can stand in a garage. That doesn't make me a car. That's just not how it works. It's just not. Again, I'm going to say, you're not finna try and Rachel Dolezal all this. Boo-boo. There's no such thing as transracial. That's not a thing. Having love and appreciation for the culture, wanting to participate in the culture does not mean that you. That's not what that means. Hey, Mr. Yudi. Listen. I can identify as a 5'7", 180-pound woman. Doesn't make it so. Just doesn't. That's not how. Listen. That didn't make no sense to me either. Because I was very much, what that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean? Listen. On my screen. Hold on. Okay, hold on. All right, can you hear me now? Okay, can y'all hear me now? Because my sister called, and so I had to take that call. I'm sorry. Y'all know I got family stuff going on, so I had to take the call. Look at this one lash. Why y'all got me out here looking? I'm sorry, Foy baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, why is this one super flared and this one is just like she lazy and on vacation? Girl, get some pep in your step. What the hell's going on? I think it's the placement. I think I might have to take it off and replace it. Okay. I'm just not gonna have my spirit toe up. Listen. Oh, you guys, this G status ATL hustle, like, I feel like it's an exploitation. I feel like they are trying to leverage. Are these meeting? Oh, I think so. Kedra, ooh, you want me to tell you a lie? I don't know. I think so. I want to say yes. I don't know. I have to ask my little cousin. She's the one who did them for me. She did them for me for my trip to with Really Be, and I've had them in ever since. And until I purchase my bundles and make an appointment, they'll still be in my head. And I appreciate them. Listen, I've learned to have to swing my hair over my shoulder to go to the bathroom because these things go all the way down to my butt, past my butt cheek. And so I can't get them up into like a whole proper bun. Her apology was fake because after she left y'all live, she went to somebody else's and talked about your comment about it and tried to downplay me. Child, that's cute. But the fact that she knew not to say it in my presence means she knows what the fuck it is. So therefore, all right then. Cause like my like on the show, like the wordsmith on the show said yesterday, because I'm down with the violence. So it could be whatever. No, Mr. Udi, I have not dropped P Valley. I have to work on it. I know Terrence said he's done reviewing the show, Amber. I know he told us. He told us, he said it in his review. I watched his review of it. Um Once I get on the other side of Mr. Udi, you missed the beginning of this live where I had to give a little announcement about my channel this week. I'm going through a lot um, with my family, with my daughter being in the hospital. She is currently in ICU, but she is being moved. She's being downgraded to a regular room because she's made that much improvement. So I really haven't. I've seen P Valley. I've seen 95% of the episode. The last 15 minutes, I've tried to watch twice, but the scooter boot just don't let me. He don't care about me doing reviews or anything else. That's why I'm doing all of this while he's asleep. So you'll have to forgive me if my I gotta watch the last 15 minutes so I can finish my notes so I can do a review of it. I still have to do my Dallas review um, from last week. That's better. I disrespected these fruit flies. Oh, but I'm getting rid of that 2-day. Trust and believe it. That episode should have been an hour, like usual. How long was the episode? I don't know. Oh my god, I don't know. Oh. He took an hour nap, y'all. He took a whole hour nap. Maybe if I'm quiet, he'll go back to sleep. Okay, I think he just turned it over. Mama 6, I love you. You're so aggressive. You're so aggressive with your love, and I'm here for it. Okay. Right. We gotta fool the baby. Okay. He's still moving. Had to. You up? No? You wanna lay back down? You don't know yet? You still stretching? What you got going on, kid? You alright? Hmm? You don't know? Okay, no juice. Got it. Gumming? What you doing? You ain't all the way woke yet. I hope my real home fire you'll stop moving around his sleep. Oh god. Listen. Yeah. It's closer. Get it. You need your diaper change too. You okay? Come on. Come on. Oh, so you don't want me? Ooh, fine. You coming? What you doing? All right. You gonna sit here with me while I talk? Nope. He's gonna tear up my room as usual. Maybe you need to change your clothes. Look like you sweated out your little shirt. Okay. All right. So. Okay, let the destruction begin. Okay. He has a straw that I had from breakfast that I did not use. Then he's gonna tear all the paper off of it, and it's gonna be all over my floor. No, he good. So it's 2:00 now. He's gonna be up till 11. Not sending his butt to sleep until 11. Who's gonna have a toddler chat? Scooter's not thinking. He's standing right here. He's standing right here. He's not thinking about me or this conversation. Well, my face is officially done. This is all I'm doing to it today. Listen. Dude, Listen, I'll put some Disney back on for you, sir. Oh, he's touching something. Oh God. Like, what you doing, boo? Here, watch Wreck-It Ralph. That's fine. I'll put the sound on when we get off the live. Listen, just to start mesmerizes him. Like, I don't know if y'all can see him. See his little head right there. Listen, okay. So, I'm gonna think and pray, listen, and figure out what I'm gonna do about G status ATL hustle. Because this is beyond the pale for me. And like I told Sherrod, sometimes you make a choice and then you have to live with your consequences. You got to eat the consequences, and these are the consequences for the actions that you did. You put it on your platform. You, in your infinite wisdom, thought that putting just a disclaimer at the beginning and try and bombard us with what you need, Tootie, and try and bombard us with Black Lives Matter stuff at the end was enough to cover you when you knew, huh? What you need to, like that was enough, like that was a responsible thing for a production company to do in this particular climate with this particular type of show. Your show is, listen, your show is about minority groups and people who face systemic racism every day. And for you to have one of your cast members get on your show and say that they are going to have a Black man lynched, like that is an okay thing to say. When we are in the climate that we are in, when our Black men cannot jog down the street, they can't go to the store, they can't breathe, they can't take their wife and kids home from work. Listen, I need them to learn to read the room, be responsible, and honestly and truly realize, like, you have to stand for something. You're gonna have to pick a side on this one. This you just gonna have to pick a side. Like, this is it's ridiculous. Yeah. Right. And then to have it happen at a rally for not, what are you doing to? For you to have it at a rally, a nonviolence rally at a church. Listen, like that one piece negated everything that happened before it. Any good thing that happened before it was then negated by this one statement made by this girl. So listen, I'm trying to breathe my way through this, but listen, also, our guy, I love you. I didn't necessarily care for that Pocahontas situation that you had going on in your confessional this week. I prefer last week's Mother of Delta Sigma Theta situation far better than this. It wasn't aesthetically pleasing to me. But that's just to me. And who am I? Who is me to judge? Who is me? Did you watch? I want to talk to production. Did you watch this? Like, why did you think this was okay? Why did you speak to it when it happened? Like, I have so many like. I'm not gonna stress myself out because I got enough stress as it is. What was happening in my life, along with the big little kid. You know, I'm not. Okay, so that's it for me. I still have a lot of thoughts on this whole situation, but I'm sure at some point the Justice League will combine our powers. Our powers combine. I don't know yet, MVN. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to review it again. I don't know if I'm going to watch it again at this juncture. I don't know. What to? What? Okay. I don't know. When I figure it out, I'll let y'all know. I don't know. And until you listen. Who is sitting with Delicious watching the episode? Who? Where? And you want some juice? I think there's juice in your cup. Hold on. Give it here. Listen. Little person. Please be advised that you're not the boss of me. You aware? Are you aware of that statement? Or do you not care because you're the boss? Well, the harassment for some juice just for you to run off, not to have the juice, is really just the entitlement is so loud on this bus. Little boy, oh, dude, yeah, get your cup. Okay. No, sir, that's $55. You cannot touch that. Oh, and your feelings about it. Fine, I don't care. It's on Ike's Live. Ike, Tramel, and Lando are watching it with. Okay. Where on IG? Is that where that's happening? I think I follow him on IG. All right, let me mosey over and see what the hell they talking about. I love all of y'all. Thank you everybody for all of the support, the love, the well wishes, the cash apps, the Zales, all of those good things. IG stories. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Well, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. Don't be mocking me. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.